Music has always played a big role in video games, and over the years we've seen it progress from simple bleeps and bloops to full orchestral pieces. Well, I'm here at the Sydney Opera House to meet some very clever people who are bringing the music from the Zelda series live to the world.
What's so brilliant about this show and what Jaron Moore, our creative producer, and also Chad Sider have done is they've actually created a 4-movement symphony, which essentially is a retelling of The Legend of Zelda. But what's unique about that is it's the first time it's ever been done for a video game.
We were able to work directly with Kondo-san, and Chad and I would conceptualize the pieces. I would kind of work with him on the narrative, and then he would then go and do the music and the notation and kind of figure out the orchestration. We'd throw it to Koji Kondo. He would tell us what he liked and what he didn't like. Fortunately, he never really returned a whole lot of notes, just lots of thumbs up. Zelda was really kind of the first game that just completely struck my imagination and sort of set it on fire. I had that melody just stuck in my head from the original game. I would play out my own little fantasies with that theme music going. And in a way, I was hearing it not the way it was in the game, but hearing it with a full orchestra.
Hi Emma, now you're conducting the Legend of Zelda Symphony of the Goddesses. Can you tell me, how did you first get into conducting?
All I know is I've always wanted to be a conductor since I was a little girl, as you do, in the west of Ireland. Your job as a conductor is to mould and shape the music. You'll see me cueing the musicians for their part. You'll see me phrasing the music, getting a whole group of 80 people to perform that melody with the same accent. It's such a great experience to go to different cities and work with the great orchestras of those cities. And each performance has a different flavour because there's a different group of musicians. The Sydney Symphony, they're a family, they play together all the time. You can really hear the difference, for me, I can really hear the difference in the brass. And our percussion section is rocking.
What's so neat about the fans coming into this concert hall tonight, they all have their own experience with these games. It sort of lines up with certain moments in their life. I can think about where I was when I was playing Link to the Past and what was going on in my life at that time. And so all these people have all these memories, and they're getting to re-experience this nostalgia together. It just creates this bond that you just don't get anywhere else.
What I've always wanted to do is create a show that everything's on beat. It's on a train and it's on a click, so that everything is just working together. So there's no wasted movement or any wasted video, and it's just beautifully orchestrated to the visuals. It's almost like watching a movie with the soundtrack.
So what are some of the big differences producing a concert about video game music opposed to one about classical music?
Obviously, the artist is the game itself. Unlike a Pavarotti or the Three Tenors, they're the artist, and you focus on them, but really the focus is on the visuals of the game and, of course, the musicians. So that's really the biggest difference, and how does that relate to the fans?
Exposing our younger fans to the orchestra in this way, we don't dumb the music down. It's only the live orchestra and live chorus. We don't have any trickery. We don't do anything like that. The blood, sweat, and tears that you're hearing and seeing is real human beings doing it there in the moment.
Anyone who would want to get into a role like you're doing, any advice?
Pursue your dreams. I mean, really. I love video games. I love music. I met people who did those things. Be accessible and be willing to learn.
I never allowed anyone to tell me I couldn't do it. I just knew that this is what I wanted to do. This is where I was going, and nobody was going to tell me that it was impossible. If you feel that passion for the music, let that lead you rather than any thoughts of a career. Like I'm always saying to Zelda fans who say, can we please have the score? And we say, you know, why don't you do your own arrangement of the themes? You know, that's what we did as kids. And that's the way. Figure it out, be fascinated, be passionate.